Sugar is a simple substance. Thank you for joining us today as we explore the history of sugar. Yet, this simple white grain has a story that is anything but simple. It is a story that has profoundly shaped the course of human history. It has built empires and it has toppled them. It has fueled trade networks that spanned the entire globe. It has driven technological innovation. It has reshaped the very landscapes of our planet. For most of human existence, this powerful substance was a rare and precious luxury, a treasure reserved for kings and healers. Now, it is a ubiquitous part of our modern lives. It is a journey that takes us from the ancient fields of Southeast Asia to the bustling ports of medieval Europe. It follows the sails of explorers across vast oceans to new continents. It moves into the heart of the Industrial Revolution, where steam and steel made sugar accessible to all. This journey, however, did not end in the factory. It continued into our homes, our meals, and ultimately, into our own bodies. The very sweetness that made sugar so desirable has, in its modern superabundance, created a new and complex set of challenges for human health. The story of sugar is therefore a dual narrative. It is a chronicle of human ingenuity and ambition. The grand saga of sugar begins not in a palace or a trading house, but in the warm, humid soils of the tropics. Its origin lies with a giant grass known as sugarcane, Saccharum officinarum. This plant first grew wild in the fertile regions of Southeast Asia, most likely on the island of New Guinea. For millennia, local peoples would have known this plant. They would chew on its tough, fibrous stalks to release the wonderfully sweet juice held within. This was sugar in its most raw and natural form, a simple, fleeting pleasure enjoyed directly from the source. It was a local treat, its existence unknown to the wider world. The first great leap in sugar's journey occurred when knowledge of cultivating this special grass began to spread. From its native home, sugarcane was carried by ancient seafarers and migrants to other lands, including India. It was here, around 500 BCE, that a revolutionary technological breakthrough took place. From its cradle in India, the knowledge of sugar and its cultivation began a slow but steady migration westward. The first major conduit for this spread was the powerful Persian Empire. When the Persians, under Emperor Darius, conquered parts of northwestern India around 510 BCE, they encountered the reed, sugarcane, which gives honey without bees. Intrigued, they took the technology back to Mesopotamia. The Persians became masters of refining, developing purer, whiter sugar, treating it as an expensive, high-status spice. The next great expansion came with the rise of the Islamic world, beginning in the 7th century CE. They became expert cultivators of sugarcane, establishing plantations in Egypt, Sicily, and Andalusia. They treated sugar production as a science, building mills, writing manuals on irrigation and fertilization, and perfecting crystallization. Syrups, candies, and highly refined white crystals entered cuisine and medicine. Trade carried sugar north and west into medieval Europe, where it remained exotic and fantastically expensive. Sold in tiny quantities by apothecaries, and displayed by the wealthy to signal status. The world's relationship with sugar was irrevocably altered during the Age of Exploration. As European nations like Portugal and Spain sent their ships across the globe in the 15th and 16th centuries, their motivations were manifold: gold, glory, spices. And sugar, the precious white gold, was high on their list. They sought new lands where sugarcane could be grown on an unprecedented scale. They found them in Atlantic islands, and, most significantly, across the Americas and the Caribbean. These lands had ideal climates and soils for cane. Columbus carried cane on his second voyage in 1493, introducing it to Hispaniola. Soon Brazil and the Caribbean were transformed by sprawling sugar plantations. This expansion gave rise to the plantation system. Grueling work cleared forests, planted, harvested by hand, and processed cane in dangerous boiling houses. Indigenous peoples were forced into labor and decimated by disease and brutality. Plantation owners turned to the transatlantic slave trade, where millions forcibly transported in appalling conditions. Sugar's sweetness was bound to profound human suffering. For centuries, the basic process was powered by wind, water, and muscle. The 18th and 19th centuries changed everything. Steam drove powerful mills, extracted more juice, and heated refining vats for larger uniform batches. The vacuum pan improved crystallization, yielding purer, whiter sugar. New factories rose in ports and plantation zones. Cut off from Caribbean sugar, France spurred beet sugar innovation, creating a temperate, non-colonial source. By mid-19th century, beet sugar became a major European industry. Combined innovations drove prices down dramatically. Sugar shifted from luxury spice to everyday staple. Cheap calories for tea, preserves, and mass-produced sweets. Sugar's availability fundamentally altered diets and tastes for millions of people, altering traditional norms. The 20th century witnessed the final stage of sugar's conquest of the global diet. Advances in food science enabled an unprecedented array of processed, packaged, and convenience foods. Sugar proved versatile and inexpensive. Sweetener, preservative, bulking and texture agent, browning agent. A profound shift, from adding it yourself, to it being hidden in purchased foods. Breakfast cereals, canned fruits and vegetables, bread, salad dressings, ketchup, pasta sauces, and yogurt often carried added sugar. Hidden sugar drove up total intake, often unnoticed. Sugar-sweetened beverages became a global phenomenon. Sweetness, caffeine, carbonation, and massive advertising. A single can could equal 10 teaspoons of sugar, calories with little nutritional value. Consumption soared worldwide. Today, sugar is an inescapable feature of the modern food environment. For many years, the primary health concern associated with sugar was its effect on our teeth. This link is direct and undisputed. Oral bacteria consume sugars and produce acids that erode enamel, creating demineralization and, over time, cavities. Limiting sugary snacks and drinks, and good hygiene fight tooth decay. Research now shows wider risks from high added sugar intake. One of the best documented links is to weight gain and obesity. Sugary foods are calorie-dense, low in nutrients and fiber, and do not promote fullness. Sugar-sweetened beverages are a particular concern. Liquid calories are often not compensated for and contribute to weight gain in children and adults. High intake is strongly linked to type 2 diabetes. Repeated sugar spikes drive insulin resistance, overworking the pancreas and raising blood glucose. Much added sugar is high fructose corn syrup, roughly equal parts glucose and fructose. Glucose fuels most cells. Large fructose loads are processed by the liver. Excess fructose can be converted to fat, contributing to non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, inflammation, and liver damage. These are clear, verifiable consequences of an empire built on sweetness. And unfortunately, that's the crux of it. In response to the evidence, major public health organizations have issued clear guidance on sugar. The World Health Organization, the American Heart Association, and National Health Services advise limiting free sugars. Free sugars include those added by manufacturers, cooks, or consumers, and those naturally present in honey, syrups, and unsweetened fruit juices. The numbers are striking versus modern intakes. WHO recommends less than 10% of energy from free sugars, and suggests below 5%, about 25 grams or 6 teaspoons, for additional benefits. Many populations consume 2, 3, or 4 times that, often unknowingly. This advice does not target sugars within whole fruits and vegetables. Fiber, water, vitamins and minerals slow absorption and promote fullness. Learning labels helps compare products and choose lower sugar options. Simple steps: prioritize water, reduce processed desserts, and cook more at home to control ingredients. Well, those are the practical steps. The story of sugar is not simply economics and biology, it is woven into our cultures. Long before health concerns, sugar symbolized joy, celebration, and hospitality. Cakes for birthdays, special pastries for holidays, traditional sweetmeats for festivals. We use sugar to express love, welcome guests, and bring comfort. Sweetness is among our first tastes, and often a childhood reward, linking sugar to comfort and pleasure. Culture and advertising reinforce these bonds. Songs, stories, films, and commercials celebrate candy, ice cream, and soda as simple pleasures. Hence, calls to reduce sugar can feel like an attack on tradition and personal freedom. A nuanced approach respects culture while encouraging moderation. The goal is not elimination, but moving sugar from daily staple to occasional deliberate treat. Enjoy the slice of birthday cake or holiday dessert mindfully. The journey of sugar mirrors our own story, from rare marvel to empire builder, at a terrible human cost. It fueled centuries of slavery and colonial exploitation. Ingenuity made sugar cheap and abundant, daily food for billions. That success now poses a public health challenge. The consensus is clear: excessive added sugar harms health. The path forward is understanding, not demonization. Reduce free sugars, especially in drinks and processed foods. The story evolves: policy, reformulation, and personal choice. We hope that you found this video educational and entertaining. If you enjoyed this video, please like and share. Thank you for watching, and farewell for now.